Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is RR37. My name is Rich and we are back with a brand new career mode. As you can see, Roma have gone bankrupt, including selling the Stadio Olimpico. As you can see, the training ground's gone, everything is gone. AS Roma is absolutely no more, and we are here. We have taken hold of this club. It has to be rebranded, it has to start from scratch, and we're going to get more into what that's going to entail and what this whole career mode is going to be about shortly. Before we do that though, I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone who has watched one of the Borough career mode videos, subscribed to the channel, liked the video, left comments, all of that good stuff. I really want to thank you for that. I've had some time away doing coursework, working and all other things in the background which has kept me away from here, but that has in turn gave me time to really let it sink in about how much this channel, you guys who watch, and all of that actually means to me. I have so missed just being able to sit down, record footage, edit them, make videos. I enjoy this probably more than even you guys do, so I just want to say a massive thank you for the patience. I know there's been a big gap between the end of the Borough career mode and the beginning of this one. Things are not where I want them to be yet, but they're edging closer and closer as the days go by, and I'm really looking forward to just being able to sit here and pump these videos out like I was doing before, all over again. But that wouldn't be possible without you guys, so again, massive thank you. But with all that being said, it is now time to jump into this career mode, let you guys know what we've got planned, what it's all going to be about, and yeah, let's have some fun. Now, like I say, this is a takeover career mode, but it's one with a little bit of a difference. Although we've taken it over, we have got no money to spend. I will put up the settings for the career mode in a second, because all of the money that we've used, that we had and bought the club with, that's where it's gone. Obviously the Stadio Olimpico has gone, so we've had to get a new stadium, we've had to rebrand the club, we've got new training pitches. There's all sorts going on, so although it's a takeover, we do not have the financial takeover switched on. In fact, let me show you what I mean right now. And here we are. Here is the settings we're going to be running for this entire career mode. Maybe down the line, obviously it's been quite a while now actually. The last Borough career mode was recorded long before Christmas, and that's how long I've been away from the game, not just editing and stuff like that. So eventually, if things carry on the way the Borough career mode ended, you guys who have seen it will know what I'm on about. Then we will start pushing sliders into this career save, but for now this is what we're going to be running with. One thing that I will point out straight away is again, this has been recorded in bulk as normal, because like I said, things aren't where I want them to be yet, but we are getting there. I did forget to disable the European competition, so we are going to be in the Europa League, which is a bit of a shame. I didn't want that in the first season, but it is what it is. We're going to have to run with it now. But as for the rest, financial takeovers disabled. We're going to be running strict negotiations again. International job offers, I do believe that I disabled those. The transfer window is open, but we'll go into that a bit later on. Again, I did forget to switch off European competitions, which is a real bummer, but I can't do nothing about that now. Half lengths are going to be down to 5 minutes, just so I can show you guys more of the games and still get this going. It's going to be a very slow build, this one, and of course match difficulty is going to be ultimate and maybe get more difficult than that as time goes on. Now, as you can see, the transfer window is open, so we'll have a look at our finances. And although we have bought the club, like I said, we've bought ourselves a stadium, we've got a play-in, we've bought ourselves training grounds, otherwise obviously we couldn't train. It has left us with this amount of money to play with. Now, for this series, it's not going to be to everyone's taste. I really want to try and do something different to the Borough Career Mode, which for me personally, we achieved too much too early. Probably I wanted to do a lot more with that, but unfortunately, just I went with it. Things turned out as they did. So for this, the aims and objectives of this career mode is we're not going to be spending any money on players in the first window. We're not going to be bringing in no free transfers. We've got no youth academy, which I'll show you later on. We have no backroom staff, no scouting network. We are really starting from scratch. And with that being said, I suppose it would be a good time to go over what we're going to do now in this career mode, and that is we are going to work with what we have. We're going to at some point sit down with all the players at the club, try and stabilize this club is probably the first phase of rebranding and rebuilding it, and that means getting players on that we've got right now on as long a contract as possible for as little amount of money as possible. We're brand new at the moment. For the save, just put yourself in the mindset in that we have invested everything we have got into this club now. So there is no 200, 300, 500 million coming at any point. We have got to scratch and claw for everything that we are going to get now. So what the target for this career mode, this save for me, is to make it as realistic as possible. And we're starting at the bottom, like I say, with what we've got. We're going to try and build over time. But unlike the Borough career mode where everything was about on the pitch, here I actually want to build the club. So we need to get to a milestone amount of money before we can open up a youth academy. We need to be in a milestone of money to be able to get the backroom staff, which is the scouting network basically in this game. We're not just going to go and get them all in 1 or 2 seasons. It's going to be a gradual process. We have to find ways of making money. If that means buying certain types of player, off the top of my head, I don't know. Maybe like, remember Burnaby, if you watched the Borough career mode? We bought him in really young for quite cheap. We'd have to develop him up. When he reaches a certain valuation or a certain overall and he's worth a lot of money, regardless of how good he is, we're going to have to sell him. We're going to have to get another young left back, and we're going to have to do the same thing again. And we're going to have to do that right the way across the pitch. That will probably be our money making method. Then when we get ourselves a youth academy, we can develop our own talent, blood them into the team, let them grow, sell them on. So yeah, we want to try and go. We really want to build a club here. We want to be competing with the Real Madrids, the Man Uniteds, the Barcelonas, the Bayern Munichs off the pitch as well as on it, and that is going to be, I think, what will be different between this career mode and the Borough one. Everything's going to be a process, probably as close to one where clubs don't have a benefactor in real life, where they don't have billionaire owners, where they do, sort of like Ajax, for example. They have to develop their talent, they have to sell it on, regardless if it puts them lower in the table for a couple of seasons after, why they get their next crop. That's the kind of build that I'm talking about doing here. A lot of you might not like it, some of you might like it, I don't know, but I just wanted to try and do something a little bit different within, obviously, the framework of the game that I have. I don't have it on PC. I don't even have a PC that could run the game, so I can't mod it or anything like that. So it's kind of trying to think outside the box using the tools that I've got, and yeah, I hope you all enjoy that. But let's have a look around the club now and see what we've got going on. And let's start that with looking at the objectives. These really are not going to mean too much in the grand scheme of things. Obviously, we're coming from the point of view with this save that we're in control of the club, so I suppose our objectives would be imposed rather than what the computer is setting for us. So yeah, let's jump into that now, and we'll break it down the way that Dave broke it down. We're not going to pay any attention to what they want really. So youth development, I touched on that a minute ago. We're not even going to have the academy open this year. I just don't see a way that we're going to make enough money to open it. Obviously, like I said, there needs to be a milestone amount of money. And even when we do get it, it's not going to be top of the range. So try and think of it like this. The scouts will be, there's 3 of them. So when we get one, it'll be a really poor youth academy. It will have to stay local. We're not going to have any scouts go out across Europe, across America, South America, or any of that. That could say cost us 50 million to open the standard ones where we can stay local, but we could probably branch out over Europe. We would go with like that would probably cost 100 million. And then for a top of the range academy, where we can go anywhere we want, we've got all 3 scouts, we've got all the staff that would be in that department. That would probably cost us about 150 to 200 million. And I know these are way inflated and probably not realistic evaluations, but we know that with FIFA, I'm not too sure about Italy to be fair, but going off what happened in the Borough career mode, you can become a flush with money really, really quickly, and I don't want that to happen and ruin this series. So that's why I would probably value them at that. Now for brand exposure, which you saw, obviously that is going to be about us putting it in on the pitch. So I do agree that we should probably be going for 20 wins in the league and stuff like that. But brand exposure, for at least for now, is going to be on the pitch. So we're going to want to play a good brand of football, try and score a lot of goals, try and get people buzzing about the name, which is how it finishing in the league. Financial, we're broke, and we've gone over how we are going to try and make money, buying a certain type of player, young, high potential, letting them grow, selling them on, replacing them with the same until we get to a point where we're more than stable and we can afford to either keep them or get better players in. Domestic success is absolutely critical to this club. Like I said, we have invested everything that we have here now, so it has to work. And with that in mind, it's going to be again away from the Borough career mode where we were never really under any pressure to achieve anything. No, that is different here. We are playing with our own money now in this save. We've bought the club. It has to be successful, and that means that we have got to qualify for Europe every single season, whether that be Europa League, whether it be Champions League. We absolutely have to be in Europe, otherwise we risk going bankrupt again. You just saw the youth staff page there. We have no academy, none at all. Global transfer network, this is going to be obviously our scouts, but this is going to represent our backroom staff as well, and we have absolutely nothing right now. We are running with the bare bones of a football club. We have got a stadium, we've got a training ground, we've got a name and a badge, we've got the kits, and we have the players that were still contracted to AS Roma. We have them, and like I said in a later episode, we will sit down with them all and we will try and stabilise the club by knowing exactly what's going out every week in terms of wages for the next few years and exactly what's coming in. But I'm sorry this has been a talky video. I'm sorry it's not got any gameplay or anything to show you, but I'd really just wanted to set the scene. I hope you guys think this is different to anything else that's going on with FIFAs at the moment. Again, please use the comments box, and if you can put forward any suggestions to go along with this before we get too far in with it that could make it better. You saw the direction now that I want to go in. Do you agree with that direction? Do you disagree with it? Is there anything I've missed? Anything that you're not particularly keen on? Do you like what we're doing? Just please use the comments box and let me know, because for me this is very different to anything that certainly I've been watching out there, and that is what I'm going for. So hopefully you'll enjoy it. I've really enjoyed just being able to talk to you guys again. Once again, thanks for your patience, but that is going to do it for this one. I will see you all back for the next one. Bye guys.